Hi guys, this is Michael from the Board Games Chronicle. Today I would like to present you another game which I acquired during the GMT sale in 2022. This will be the US Civil War by Mark Simonitch. This is the second printing of this game. The first was issued in 2015 and the game pretty quickly got a lot of attention and I think positive reviews. I have to make a confession here, and this will be really a shame to say this, but with my collection of, I would say, 150 wargames at this moment in time, there was zero, I repeat, zero games which were pertaining to the US Civil War. So I made a decision, and actually that was a commitment too, that during this GMT sale, I will review all the US Civil War games which are available and will choose one to play. There were a lot of about particular battles, particular clashes, low level, tactical, or even operational. But what attracted me to this game were two things. First of all, this is a strategic game. You can play the whole war from a strategic point of view, end to end, with all the dimensions, be it the land battles, naval battles, blockades, to some extent economy, or even advancing the general skills. The other thing was, I know this author, and this author is fantastic regarding the wargames. I have Mark Simonitch Holland, I have Normandy, I have Salerno, so I knew I can really count here on really great design. So because of those two reasons, author and scale, I choose to fill my Wargames library with the first US Civil War game, exactly this one. Today we'll have a quick look inside the box. I'm also very curious what we'll get there. Of course, I did some preview and talk a little about components, scale, a little about the rules. Rest assured, there will be much more content coming regarding this game because, well, this is also my resolution for the new year to make sure that I will bring that game to the table. So first of all, this is a large box, like 3 inches, I would say, because it will have a mounted map and it's pretty heavy. Let me open this. The first thing which we can immediately see is the rule book. The rule book is like 40 pages, and we have also the second book, which are advanced naval rules. And this is probably the type of the rule book I like the most. Why? Because it's colorful, nicely printed, and it is not glossy. It does not reflect the light. So I really prefer such rule books. We would have many similarities from other games by Mark, but of course some of the things are specific to the US Civil War. It might be a little daunting to see 40 pages, but as always, I'm sure this is not fully 40 pages. There will be scenarios. Oh, exactly. There will be optional rules. There will be some designer notes. So it's like 30 pages. Okay. Still, it's not a small number of a small amount of rules, but manageable for such a big game. And what attracted me to this game when I was reading about this are the scenarios, because there are a lot of scenarios which does not require to fight the whole war, like 1861, 62, 63. Of course, also the campaign game, which is much more longer. We have what do we have? Special hexes and spaces, yeah, map notes. Hint to play good stuff, and of course all the rules. We'll not be going through them now. I like also the possibility to play with advanced naval rules. It immediately reminds me about the Atlantic Chase by Jeremy White. I love this game too. The game about the Kriegsmarine and the British fleet in between 1939 and 42. There is also core set of rules and advanced battle rules. So this is just something which quickly came to my mind. Would be interesting to check it and read through this. one can evidently say a lot of work was put into this design. Now we have the counters. We have first of all 3 counter sheets. Yeah, here we have the control markers, VPs, and here will be the generals, or simply the leaders, various leaders for the Confederation, and also for the US. Yeah, so for the Yankees, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is what I think we have on those counters. And then we have actual forces. One strength point is about 5,000 people. This would be the north, this would be the south. Also, we have forts here, yeah, with ones, fives, and other numbers on the other side. And what would be this? I would assume this is some kind of entrenchments. This would be the artillery ironclad. Yep. Here we have some additional stuff to mark the things. Foraging, yep, blockades, die modifiers. A lot of stuff about which I need to read, of course, to get to know what's there. Then we have army displays. Probably if we have too many units moving on the map, you can take this kind of overflow boxes. I think good idea. Now, this is something which I'm seeing in all Mark Simonitch games, and this is something which I really appreciate. This is the setup, not name of the unit and hex. It shows you the unit, it shows you other things which you need to take, and exactly where to put it. It's so much more convenient to do it that way, so much more easier and quicker to set up. You just collect all the pieces needed, put them here, and then do the setup or reinforcements. Yep, we have a lot of this here. Really appreciate this approach. Then we of course have player 8, 2 of them, because we have 2 players. CRT, yeah, and some explanation to this. We have also random stage table, surrender, blockade table. Everything what you need to play the game from the rulebook, the terrain, for example. Oh, defense plus 2 DRM. Entrenchment. I was thinking rightly about it. Everything what you need is here. 2 player 8. Then we have dices, 3 for north and 3 for south. Then we have some special cards. Oh, that's curious. Let me have a look what's there. Need to open them gently, not to break anything, and to check what's inside. That's not something which I was expecting in this game, but good. Okay, so this is now open. Yeah, evidently part of this are for the south, part of them are for the north. What you need to read, what you're using them for. At the back you have Confederate or Union special action. So probably we'll be drawing them with some purpose in mind. Okay, just filling the box so we would not need it. And here are those beautiful mounted maps. You need 2 to connect them. I think you will not be able to see 2 of them at the same time due to the camera span, but let me at least try to show you as much as I can. So first of all, what I like is the color palette. It's not hitting in the eyes with some very stark colors, but it's much more moderate with using the palette. Yep. This is one side, and we should have a second side in a moment. We'll need to check whether it will fit my table. I think so. When I was buying this table, the goal was to be able to fit the regular GMT maps easily. Yeah. Washington, Philadelphia, South Florida. Yeah, mountains. Here we have also the turn track, as you can see. Status track, some other stuff. Wow, a lot of things will be happening here. I can tell you guys, when I'm seeing this, I just want to find time and space to bring this to table as soon as possible. And that will be everything what we got in the box. Let me just put it back. So we have a beautiful mounted map. We have, of course, the player aids. We have those setup reinforcements sheets, really good stuff. I assume these are the overflow maps for armies. Let me put those cards here. Counters. We'll work on some nice storage solution for them. Maybe also clip them. Rule set and advanced naval rules. And that, my dear, is the US Civil War by Mark Simonitch. Can't wait to bring this to the table, and I'm really glad my collection finally has this one US Civil War game. If I like it, I might take more, of course. So definitely glad to see it. Okay, guys, if you like this video, please give thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, kindly please subscribe. It really helps such a small content creator like the Board Games Chronicle. Every subscription matters. Also, if you'd like to comment on this video, on the game, on journal stuff, feel free to use the section below the video. That's all for today. Hear from you and see you in another material. Thank you for today. Bye.